Broadcast, broadcast. Broadcast, broadcast. Bang! Want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Daily Recap, YouTube. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Hopefully, you're going to be enjoying my videos every day. Every day. Every day. But certainly a big day today. A big day. Look at that dollar index. Look at the spot, people. Hopefully you watched my video last night and you've been watching my videos. Look at that triple bottom. Oh, my goodness, say it isn't so. The Dixie. Bang. With a hammer time. Hammer time, hammer time, hammer time. And again, I'm not saying that we're going to have this monster dollar rally, but listen, the fact that Jimmy Rogers is now net long, big time, and Mark Weber of the Gloom and Doom Report, he's now negative on the positive on the dollar. I just think easy we could bounce up to like 76.90. And I think that possibly even to the 30 exponential right here, and that's big. Remember, 77.50 was a big break. So I just think, we did hit our number, even though I still am not so, impressed with the Euro's reversal. It didn't really reverse that hard today. Cable did. Aussie did. New Zealand certainly didn't. Aussie Kiwi with a big reversal to the downside. But in looking at, again, in this dollar index chart, to me, that was our spot. And I think we got to play it. We have no choice, people. Hopefully you were short dollars, as we were, and we were able to book our euro. We actually went short the euro almost at the highs, 20. Got out of the longs. So we got to play this game plan out. Got to. And again, we'll reassess once we get up here. But for now, with the S&Ps down, 10 handles? Even gold reversing to the downside. Gold going negative. I'm sorry, no, it was still up $4 on the day, but that's a nice looking shooting star. Big time. And, of course, Dennis Gartman couldn't take it, could he? Dennis, you couldn't take it. He did the mother of all bad moves. He got out of his long trade. He was long gold for a long time. Let's take a look at gold. He got out of his gold trade and then couldn't take it. Then he couldn't take it. So he went back in long. So I think he got out like here. And then it collapsed. But now he's back in it up here. I forget how it went. Hang on. We can look at the hourly. Got plenty of time. And I think he dumped it maybe Thursday. Got out, collapsed, and then exploded. I think he chased it at some point around here. Now, you watch. Dennis Gartman will not get out of this trade. It will be a $150 loser in gold before he gets out. I mean, look at this chart. Nice reversal. I think gold can easily come back down to 14.10. Like I said, I like crude better. I think crude is the one you want to be long. Yes, look, that's a gorgeous-looking doji. That is a reversal. The dollar reversed. Metals reversed. I just think unless something happens in Libya. Now, apparently, there's stories that Gaddafi asked to leave. Apparently, Gaddafi asked the rebels if he could just leave the country, which is incredible. Doesn't mean that's a good thing, per se, for the futures, but certainly that could be in gold, oil down, but this does not look very good in crude. That's a gorgeous-looking shooting star. I think short-term, intraday, you got to be looking to be short it or on the sidelines, maybe looking to get long. I still am a bull on gold, but again, I'd rather be short gold, long oil. I think that trade certainly looks pretty good. S&Ps, once again, cannot break out of this range, but I think we're definitely going to test this whole 1290, 1300 level tomorrow. Could we have a turnaround Tuesday? Absolutely. I just think first we got to test 1300, maybe even 1298, and then we'll see. But certainly this is a gorgeous-looking double top. You see, we tried to bounce. We couldn't. We failed. Unless the S&P closed above 1335, above these levels here, I think you got to be bearish. And the action today in the stock market was not very good. And usually the Aussie dictates a lot too. And that Aussie, very weak. That's the big risk aversion, right? That's the big risk aversion trade. which again, the Swiss franc really might explode again. Pound Swiss, terrible. Tried to buy that today. Not very good. So, as far as the S&Ps are concerned, I think we're going lower. And if you measure this move, we're talking down here. We bounced up about, 35 handles, right down to this low here, and that was the beginning of February. That's where I see us going. So back to the dollar index, back to the numbers that came out last night. We did have building consents up big in New Zealand. What's up with that? Amazing how well the Kiwi acted today, especially with a rate decrease coming on Wednesday. Wow. Interesting. I think that's a perfect buy on the news. Even if they do cut, let it collapse and then buy it. But we'll see again, this dollar index, as we see, looking very good. It's a hammer, as good as it comes. And again, it hit my channel line. We had other numbers that came out too. Centex investor confidence out of Eurozone up 17.1 versus 16.8 in the estimate. Building permits out of Canada, very lackluster. Revision was higher, though, but down 5.1%. You would think that the housing number coming out tomorrow, housing starts, probably isn't going to be that good. No real correlation between building permits. Building permits are much more in the future, not housing starts. Basically, they got the permit already. So we did have Fisher and Evans speaking. Trichet spoke last night. Really not saying much. The same line, price stability, yada, 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 yada. But we did have some downgrade of Greece, debt, 3 notches. Couldn't get that euro down. Amazing, huh? Amazing. But hopefully some of you didn't get sucked in. And, maybe this euro is tonight. Maybe it's tonight. And again, maybe another downgrade's coming. How much more can it take? Euro sterling, I'm looking for a turnaround Tuesday in EG. Euro sterling. We'll see. Consumer credit out of the U.S. expanded $5 billion versus $3.7 billion on the estimate. But revision was $2 billion lower, so net, it was not that great of a number when you add up both months. Tonight we get plenty of data coming out. We got BRC sales monitor, RICS, house price balance out of London, business confidence out of Australia, 7 and 7:30 respectively. Japan current account, big political problems over in Japan, resignations coming. Should be very interesting to see what happens there. Dollar yen certainly reversing the weakness it had early in the U.S. session and in Europe, but I'm still not convinced that this thing's going to explode. If the stock market's coming in, which I think it is, yen carry trades should get hit, you would think. Aussie yen coming in right now. Short that baby. A little bit. This is closing around 83. It's not good. Other numbers coming out tonight. We do get unemployment rate out of Switzerland, 3.4%. No big deal there. French trade balance, no big deal there. Axel Weber speaking. It could be interesting. Remember, he's the German Bundesbank president. German factor is coming out, supposed to be up 2.6%. Remember, last month was down a whopping 3.4%. I wouldn't be surprised to see another bad number. I really wouldn't. I think if it's a bad number, you look to sell any strength in euro sterling. If it's up, hopefully it's up. And then look to sell it there. And then, again, Canadian housing starts supposed to increase 174,000. I really have no clue. I can see it being better. I can see it being worse. Building permits is not a prelude to housing starts. And that's it. IBD economic optimism at 10 o'clock. 51.8 is the estimate from last month's 50.9. So that's it. That's the skinny. But the bottom line, like I said, again, we don't draw these channel lines for nothing. Look at this, baby. Big hold. And look how oversold we've become from 79. We didn't collapse. It wasn't like these big bar downs, but we dribble lower. And that should, again, we could have a nice big bounce, 77 on the Dixie. Take a look at the euro dollar. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Now, again, this one, it did break the channel line, but not by a lot. And we did reverse. And that is a gorgeous-looking shooting star, is it not? It don't get no better than that. Look at that reversal candle, baby. Should we take out, in my opinion, 39.45, Friday's low? Say goodbye, say goodnight, just in time for Barclays upping their price target on the euro. 12-month target, though, people, from 142 to 145. Ooh, I'm scared. This is it. I think you got to be long dollars, people. Long dollars, at least for a day or two. Dollar yen, my old propeller pattern. We got the shooting star. We got the hammer. We actually bought it under 82 in the trade recs. You'll see. Again, remember, if you're looking at me on YouTube, you should go to my website, globalmarketsradio.com. You get a lot more stuff in there as far as my trade recommendations from previous days. You can see what I recommended to everyone. Get an idea for my premium service. Remember, free Fridays. Yes, sterling is better, and we're going to look at that in a second. Aussie dollar coming in. Sterling. Oh, baby. Big outside candle. Not as good of a shooting star as the euro, but that is one gorgeous-looking shooting star. Absolutely. And now I think cable probably comes into my channel line here. 161. Again, I'm not calling for this major move in the dollar yet. I want to see how we act, but tomorrow should be easy. Dollar longs should be relatively easy. Maybe not dollar Swiss. You saw the stock market freaking tank. Look at that pound Swiss did. So look at that euro Swiss did. When the stock market comes in, Swiss franc rallies, period. So I think we're going to get more of that, especially if the stock market does come in. Could we reverse tomorrow in the stock market? Sure. But and if that happens, let's see if this holds. But I think if anything, this grinds a little bit higher. That's about it. I really have this dollar Swiss, again, with the stock market correlation, I think you got to be on the sidelines with this thing. Even though you're dollar bull, this thing is going to put up a fight. That euro Swiss looks terrible. Dollar Canada, certainly I think dollar Canada might be able to pop a little bit. I'm looking maybe. I'd love a bounce to 98. I think that would be a gorgeous spot to get short. Am I going to get long it? No. I'm not going to lose money on the long side of this thing. I'm going to look to short it, though, at 98. Hell yeah. Oh, baby. Aussie. Now this one, tell you, we really almost broke this whole channel line here by a pip or two. Basically, just by a pip or two, it took it out. But nice outside reversal. Didn't take out previous day lows. I would have liked this. But certainly with the stock market going down, risk aversion, this thing didn't explode like we thought. Stock market futures were even up, and this thing couldn't explode. And Aussie Kiwi was down. Aussie Kiwi, take a look at this one. Interesting. Look at that reversal. That's a nice shooting star, too. And again, this New Zealand dollar held up fairly well. Look at the Kiwi. Didn't take out previous day lows, held up fairly well. Again, I think the Kiwi, is going to try and hold this level here. But let me tell you something. There's a lot of people very bearish on this thing. The floodgates can come out. We got a rate decision on Wednesday. So that's in 2 days, not tomorrow. Wednesday in U.S. So in 2 days, we got that rate decision. I don't know. This thing does not look very good. But again, I like the Aussie Kiwi short. And I think that the Kiwi might outperform. Let's give you one more. I think this one also is due for a nice reversal tomorrow. Greece gets downgraded 3 notches and this thing goes up. I get it. It might go a little bit higher. Again, we might be looking at this whole 87 level. It gets up there. Sell. Absolutely. That's 87.40. So that's 120 pips in euro sterling. You don't want to be short that. Unless it's really up there. But I think that, when you look at some of these other charts like sterling yen, nice follow through. Right? We had this nice shooting star on Friday, nice follow through. This baby looks like it's going lower. Absolutely. We might come in even more. Double topped. And even Aussie yen I'm looking at. Double top, possibly rolling over. Failed to make a new high here at 85. Now we're rolling over, retesting possibly this whole uptrend spike, which would then probably retest there, come in a little more. And then I would think also, we're talking about a fib level at some point. Pick your poison. I'm not sure which. Again, I don't love this trade. I like euro yen and sterling yen better. I think euro yen, you take a look at this euro yen. Yeah, it made a little bit of a comeback, but That still doesn't look very good. I'm sorry. That's it. That bearish engulfing. We should get continuation. I think this comes in maybe to 114.10, maybe in the 10 exponential, but this looks very heavy. All right, everyone. Team, I'll see you back at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at info, at globalfxradio.com. I think the euro gets whacked today, but cable too. The only thing is I think this euro sterling going up. So that should mean cable more to the downside. Euro might hold in again, but at some point the floodgates are coming undone. Oh, baby. Andrew Spanton, info at globalfxradio.com. Spread the word, people. Videos for you freebies every day. Oh, baby. The only voice you will ever need who truly loves to make you money. Have a good one. Get ready for more dollar action. To the long side. Bang.